Hey guys, this is going to be our review of the Vancer Thrash and the Vancer Groove as well. Lethal was nice enough to send it out, so thank you, Lethal, for sending it out, and Vancer for sending them review units as well. I'll go over the build quality first. The Thrash has a little flex on the side, and the mouse one kind of feels awkward, but I'll go over with the clicks when I go do that. The Groove has issue with the side button clicks, but no like flex or anything along those lines with the Groove. The coating is more like a Zowie coating, so it is a fingerprint mount magnet. So if you don't like that, you probably won't like this, but I don't really care about that. So, but the coating is pretty solid and one of the better coatings of anything that's been released this year, to me at least. So I do really like the coating. For the weight, 49 grams for the Thrash, 47 grams for the Groove. The weight balancing's pretty well balanced with both of these mice. The dimensions of the Thrash is 123, 62, 40. The Groove is 125, 65, 38. So, pretty, they're not, I would say, medium ish. They don't really feel like huge, like something like the Cloud. Like the Cloud makes it look small, but I wouldn't say, I mean, they're medium sized mouse, I would say. But the shape of the Groove, or the Thrash, I really liked. It kind of reminded me of like a Sora with the hump pushed forward and a more extreme like hourglass on the sides, but and a little higher button height as well. It is a little thinner than the wait. It feels a little thinner than the Sora, but it's only because of the hourglass is more extreme. So with the Thrash, you do feel like it more in the upper pop of your palm than the Sora, with the hump being in the further back. So if you like the Sora but want like a mouse with the hump a little upper, I think you would like this mouse. It does fit pretty good in my hand for relaxed claw with 19 by 8.5, so no issues with that shape. The the buttons do have a little grooves in them, so if you like grooves, it does have that. But now I'll get with the groove. Um, this mouse I really didn't like at all. The shape, at least, it is an interesting shape, and you could like it. So don't mind me not liking it, because everyone has something different. But it kind of reminded me of like the katana's super light that from ninjutsu, but smaller and less like a stream like shape. But the shape is just really weird because um it really like slants upward, and I feel like you can't really get a good grip on it because it slants up and your palm feels like weird compared to like any other mice because of that. But I've really, I mean, I played fairly decent on the Groove. But I just couldn't get into the shape. It just didn't feel right in my hand. I feel like I switched up grips too much with this mouse, so it wasn't really enjoyable. But it is an interesting shape, so you could like it if you like this kind of like mice. It doesn't really have like an extreme hourglass at all, but the clicks are Juana blue shell pink dots. For the Thrash, the mouse one kind of has like some pre-travel-ish. That kind of like gives it like the little crunchy feel, but it's not really that noticeable sometimes. You really like notice it kind of when you're playing a game, at least when you're like holding the button down as well. You can feel like a little grinding in the mouse one, but the mouse two is perfectly fine, so I'm not really sure about that one. The side buttons on the Thrash are really nice. I don't, you might be able to hear the mouse wanted to. The side buttons are pretty decent. It does have a little post travel on there, but I'll go over the groove now. The clicks on the groove, the mouse wanted to are really solid. I would say they're a lot nicer feeling than the Thrash. As far as like click feeling, there's no issues at all with this. But the side buttons, these things suck. There's the top, the upper mouse button is so heavy. Like, it's probably one of the heaviest like clicks I felt in a mouse. But I mean, I guess it's not too bad. I guess you get used to it. But it is fairly heavy. The sensor on the Thrash is a little further back instead of centered like it is on the groove. So you will feel like a little different when you use this mouse. It feels like a little off since it is a little pushed back more. So it might give you like some time to get used to that. The sensor is a 3395. It supports 4K as of right now, but it will have 8K in the future for both of these. So I guess 109 for both. If you're gonna get 8K is a fairly decently priced, but there is a lot of like mice from China now that are really cheap. They give you that as well. The scroll wheel, I had no issues with either scroll wheel at all. So no issues there. It is a little like on the heavier side. So it's really solid. I have no issues with that. The the pulling rate, hopefully they'll get the 8K in the future, like pretty soon. So the battery life for the Thrash, I got about 4-ish days, 5-ish days on 1K, and then 2K I got like 2 to 3. With like 4K I got a little lower, and then around one, like the further side of 1 to 2 days. So it really depends on how much you use it. That was heavily used, so probably like 15 hours a day, because I did other stuff with the mouse as well, just to test the battery life. Both were the same for me as well for battery life. The skates, I will give props to Vancer. These are some of the best stock skates that I've used, and they almost seem like hyperglides. So they're really, really good. They're like really, really nice. But the software is, I don't think there is any software yet, because I've only used the dongle for software. So you have different like things to use. You can change everything from the mouse itself. They do have like the manual in the box that tells you how to do that. You also get some grips as well, and an extra pair of skates. Which these skates are like top notch. I really wish they would release these skates for other mice. The only colors right now are black. Price is 109, and I would say that if we get 8K in the future, I'd say it's a fairly decently priced and a little better build quality. This is the first batch, so I would guess it would improve after like this batch. But that'll be my review on these mice. I do think Thrash is a pretty solid mouse once the QC issues get fixed and out of the way, with no issues at all. I'd say I would say it's one of the better shapes of the year. The groove did not like it at all, so yeah, you might like it. I just don't. But thanks for watching. Have a good day. Fuck controllers as well, and keep your head up. Goodbye.